Hello, Capricorn North Node. Welcome to your reading from Mary Magdalene. Let me just turn on this light here. Yes, timeless messages from Mary Magdalene. Welcome to North Node Alchemy. If it's your first time at this channel, welcome. If you are coming here from the Feminist Alchemist channel, which is my first channel, welcome back to the North Node readings, and thank you for following me over here. These are general readings, so do be aware that not everything will apply to you. It may not resonate with you. If that's the case, just take what seems to strike a chord with you, what feels relevant, and leave the rest for someone else, anyone else in your Capricorn North Node collective who needs to hear that message at this time. Do check in with your own intuition and with your spirit guides, guardian angel, or higher self, whichever one you communicate with. If you're not in communication with any of them, I do encourage you to build that relationship, because that is where you will get the most clear confirmation, if you will, of what messages are for you. I do encourage you to like this video and to subscribe to the channel. Even more important than liking the video, although I appreciate that, even more important is to subscribe, because it does signal to me, to my guides, and to your guides that you are open and ready and willing to hear messages for you through this channel. So I will get into the messages now. Remember, these are timeless, so whenever you come across this reading, there is likely something here for you. And if not, feel free to look at any other videos that may come up over time. All the videos on this channel will be timeless. So I'm going to grab a couple. I've already done your pre-meditation, and I will grab a couple cards from the Mary Magdalene Oracle to set the overall energy for your reading. We have the cave, sanctuary exists within. And I'll get a second one. Thank you. The first power, darkness makes vision possible. So I feel these two working together because caves are usually dark, right? I'm getting a feeling of shadow work. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just read not the whole description from the guidebook, but just at the end, there's a little meditation question. So I'll read that to start us off. So for the cave, the soul voice meditation, it is called, is what is the prayer I want to leave in a love note at Mary's feet? What is the prayer I want to leave in a love note at Mary's feet? And then the first power, darkness makes vision possible. The soul voice meditation, what vision does this current darkness make possible? What vision does this current darkness make possible? I accidentally shut off the camera there. That was not my intention. So the messages here from Mary Magdalene start as such. There is something very deep within you, my Capricorn North Node collective, that there's a secret. It's a secret deep within you. It's something that you'll only get to when you really go into the depths of yourself, beyond all of the spaces and places that feel chaotic, that feel unsettling. There is some peace, some knowledge, some vision to be found, because I'm getting these two cards is very much working together. And anyway, this is what I'm hearing. There's something to be found within you. There's a chaos in the outside world. There's a chaos in your inner world. And it's a place where you may not feel like going within yourself. And it's a place that you may not feel to go with other people as well. Because I'm being called to highlight that your outer world is mirroring your inner world. So if you are encountering difficult conversations, difficult interpersonal relationships, where really acting on your true desires, your true feelings, your true thoughts and opinions are difficult, it's the same that is going on within yourself. There's a truth within yourself that you're not speaking to yourself, or you're not allowing to be spoken. I'm going to just go straight to the tarot now. So we have the Four of Swords, we have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Chalices here. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Wands in the upright. Something else flipped over here. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And lastly, okay, we have the Chariot in the upright and Strength in the upright. I'm feeling, so the Four of Swords is indicating, bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups. The Four of Swords is indicating like feeling a rest from a battle. It's between heartache and fighting for what you want. There's an in-between here. And in that, this Knight of Cups, I feel, is you. Gathering the courage to move from a place of a truth, a heart-based truth. It may not feel like the intellectual truth, but it's the soul truth. It is the heart's truth. And I feel the Queen of Wands in reverse here. I feel there's a crisis of how to move forward with this feeling. And there may very well be also an actual person who is influencing you not to act just yet, or not to act from that intention, from this heart intention. Now, this may be because there is a part. Okay, this is what I'm being given. The Queen is of higher rank than the Knight. So you have both wands, but the Queen is in reverse. The Knight has this energy of moving forward without thinking, like almost a reckless energy. And the Queen is calculated and more wise, right? So you may either, there's a part of yourself who's being more calculated, or there's someone who is encouraging you to be more calculated in your action at this time. And they're not necessarily wrong, and neither are you. This Eight of Swords in reverse, I feel, is you're gathering, I feel you gathering your resources, gathering intelligence, if you will, and removing yourself from an illusion. And that illusion is also that you are somehow not powerful in this situation, in situations that you're facing. That I feel that this is one particular situation. There is, whatever this situation is, like, remember, this is general. So take what applies, take what feels right to you and where you feel this applies in your life. But there is certainly, from Mary Magdalene, the darkness makes vision possible, that the answer that you are seeking is inside of yourself. The strategy that you are seeking is inside of yourself. And taking time to gather that wisdom or that vibration, to connect with that vibration of truth and align with where you should, with the path that you should take, the path of action, the course of action you should take. That is the key to unlocking this forward motion, where you will be fully supported by your spirit team and by the resources that they send you in the physical realm to move forward with whatever needs to be changed. But that will happen at the time when you are strong enough and your resolve and your understanding is strong enough, where the illusion is gone and you know exactly what you're dealing with. So that's why there's some introspection required. I'm going to clarify now. There is some introspection required because there is something, you have a vulnerability, and the vulnerability is something that is, you're vulnerable there because you're blind to it. That is what I'm getting. We have the Sun, clarifying the Four of Swords. I want this one here. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Knight of Chalices. We have the Nine of Cups that knocked on the Knight of Wands, so I'm going to leave it there. The Ten of Wands is clarifying the Queen of Wands. This keeps coming out like this. And the Hierophant clarifying the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Swords is clarifying the Chariot and Strength card. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Swords. So there is, I feel a lot of mixed emotions here, which is why right in the beginning, it's like the outer world is mirroring the inner world. There's an inner chaos, but there's a sanctuary within that chaos. The Sun here is clarifying the Four of Swords, is gathering your resources. And this is also a reassurance that everything is going to work out in the end. And this is the mindset that you are being encouraged to hold on to. You will find your way. You have to go into the darkness to get to the sun. Yes. The Four of Pentacles in reverse here. I'm hearing spare no expense. Spare no expense. whether this is an expense of energy or an expense of financial expense with regards to rectifying this situation. So I am getting the energy of if acting on this truth requires a financial investment on your part, and then once again, always check in with your own intuition and your guides about this. I'm getting the energy that you should not hesitate to spend, to put your resources behind whatever this major change is or this truth that you are defending. Don't let that be a reason not to, or to continue to suffer, because the 10 of Wands here under the Queen of Wands in reverse. The ending is imminent. And this is why the Queen of Wands is not in a rush. It's like, it's done. It's been done in the higher realms, in the unseen realms. It's done. It's solved. Everything is right. So there's no need for you to charge forward without being clear on what it is you want to get out of it. I feel like this is what the Queen of Wands is encouraging you to do. The Queen of Wands is in reverse, is encouraging you to be clear on what outcome you want. It's one thing to stand on principle and to be true to your heart, but what do you want in the end? What is your end goal, your desire? Because then the universe can help you achieve that and give you the tools in the physical realm to help you get there, right? And that is where this 8 of Swords in reverse and the Hierophant is alluding to, yes, the veil. Oh. There is a higher truth within this whole situation. There is a fundamental truth within this whole situation. And it's almost, I feel what I'm hearing, there's a universal law at play in this situation where it can't go in the other person or in whatever your opposition is, opposing force is, it can't go in their favor. It is not possible. And this is why you can afford the time to really go inside of yourself and envision what outcome you want, to take the time to sort out what is my truth, and to heal what needs to be healed simply by being aware of it. Because this Chariot and the Strength card is clarified by the 3 of Swords. And I'm feeling that there is some I'm hearing you're only weaker for the wounds that you don't acknowledge. And when someone else can see that you have a wound, but you're pretending that you don't have it, they have the power to use that against you. That may not apply to everyone. This is just the example that I'm being given, to most clearly explain, why this Chariot and Strength card is clarified by the 3 of Swords. There is something that you must process and learn. And it will only strengthen you and move you forward. It will only strengthen you and move you forward. And remember, the sun is here. This is all going to work in your favor. Do not fear that it'll be uncomfortable, yes, but don't fear going to that place and thinking that you're not going to come out, or you're going to, this is what the Four of Swords is also a form of isolating yourself, and being kind of in your own head. And this is necessary so that you can rewrite your own story. What prayer are you leaving at this foot of this statue of Mary Magdalene? What burden are you releasing? What wound do you want healed? Do you want to heal? What do you want to surround with love? What do you need surrounded with love so that it is safe to heal and it can be transformed and transmuted into something that can serve you rather than something that hinders you or can be taken advantage of by others? Let's pull an oracle for you. I want this, but I also want this, so I may have to read both. Sorry about that. So we have Old Garden Rose, the Mystic, Boule de Neige Rose, and Wild Rose, number 11, the Scientist. 25 reduces to 7. I'm going to read that one first. Yes? No, they want me to read it the other way. Okay. Okay, the Scientist, Memorial Rose. Anything can help you find a solution if you are willing to let go of what you feel and even think and just stop, listen, and look. Don't fear the unknown, but also avoid overanalyzing. Try a new way, gather additional information, experiment, and while you may not find the complete answer, explorations can often set you in the right direction. That's always better than stagnation, or worse, falling backwards. The Scientist will work out the question first before setting up the experiment, using true tests and carefully analyzing the outcomes. The exploration here is, what can you experiment with to make things better in life? The meanings and uses: creation, ideas, experimentation, discovery, analysis. The deities are Asclepius. The muses, Hermes and Apollo, and the astrological sign is Capricorn. So that's an alignment there. 25 here. We have, yes, the Mystic. You may find it is time to devote yourself a little deeper to what you are currently working on or with, be it industrious, of nature, or spiritual. Something may need a bit more of your attention, and you may even find something returning to you that you thought once lost. The Mystic will usually give up all earthly possessions and pleasures to devote themselves entirely to the divine or to the cause. This is a rather austere way of life, and they find themselves incredibly isolated. This is why it is a path trod warily or personalized somewhat by many to include family, friends, and passions. The exploration here is, what do you feel you are devoted to, and is it in line with your values and the betterment of your life? The meanings and uses: religion, belief, devotion, inspiration, and consciousness. The deities are Zealous, Parvati, and Tulasi Devi, and the astrological sign is Pisces. So I see why they wanted me to switch them. This Mystic in the Cups, yeah, what outcome do you want? I feel that this is the combination of the energies of, okay, exploring how are you going to move forward now that you know what you know in your heart of hearts, in your soul's, now that you are acknowledging your soul's truth, and then how are you going to move forward with that? What world do you want to create? That is my summary. Feel free to summarize in your own way whatever came from that book that resonated with you, from the description. And I'll just pull 2 Moonology cards to close the reading as well. So we have last quarter moon in Aquarius. Reflect on your priorities. And the first quarter moon in Leo, be humble. So in between the last quarter and the first quarter is what? The new moon, yeah, is in between. That's interesting. I feel your homework is in the middle of these two cards, right? Reflect on your priorities. Once again, I just keep coming back to this truth that's deep within you. And I feel that this new moon card that could be sitting between these two, the last quarter and the first quarter, that new moon card is this cave that you're going into, this cave and the darkness that makes vision possible. That is the center of this reading. And you're going to get to that by reflecting on your priorities, but also on the other hand, being humble in that it doesn't become a boost to your ego, or something that you build an arrogance off of, even if you were right and righteous, right? But it's about being humble to your own, to the divine light within yourself. That is what I'm feeling, and there is something here with this Three of Swords. I'm hearing embrace the fact that you are human, and embrace the fact that you are human. I don't know what the heartache is, but it's very human to experience heartache. And there's a part of you that needs to surrender to that truth as well. All right, Capricorn North Node, I wish you all the best on your journey. Thank you, Mary Magdalene. Thank you to all of the guides and benevolent beings who supported this reading. And I wish you all the best on your journey, Capricorn North Node. I think I already said that. Until next time, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.